North London is red. Derby Day for the second time this season is ours. Arsenal with an unbelievable performance. A first half in which they totally played Tottenham off the park, and a second half in which they had to show resilience, a bit of steel, composure, and they got through it. I am over the moon, and we're just going to enjoy this for the next hour. Tottenham players very much weren't. Like the Arsenal fans and the Arsenal players in that corner who were just having an absolute party at our neighbour's backyard. And honestly, I couldn't be happier. Laurie, I mean, where do we start? Do we start with that, bit of madness at the end of the game? What is Richarlison doing?
Well, we won't allow their stupidity to, take anything away from the fact that we were totally
brilliant.
If not dominant, then convincing.
Yeah.
I might reduce the totally dominant to convincing, because in the second half, as you quite rightly predicted, James, you saw that more than I did, that Spurs would come into it more. Mm-hmm. I must say, though, and I'll be interested to see what you say about this, I'm not sure if I agree with Ramsdale getting the man of the match. And I'll tell you why, because
he was brilliant.
He had a very good game. But if you say that he's man of the match, then you're thereby implying that Spurs really had us under the cosh. And whilst they did create some good chances, I never really felt that threatened.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean,
so I would go with Odegaard for man of the match. I thought he was outstanding, first half and second half. Obviously, in the first half, him and Partey totally dominated that midfield. But listen, man, overall, stupendous performance.
Phenomenal performance.
Imagine going to Tottenham in a game like this, dominating, beating them 2-0, and Harry Kane doesn't score.
I know.
It's it's amazing.
Get your players of the match in, guys. Let us know who you thought. Some people saying Ramsdale. I thought Ramsdale was immense, but you could have given it to so many. You could have given it to Thomas Partey. You could have given it to Gabriel and Saliba, Zinchenko, White. I mean, I'm picking out everyone. I'm literally picking out everyone. Odegaard with the goal that ultimately, I mean, they didn't score, right? So it's not the goal that seals it, but I think it's the goal that makes us feel comfortable. Thought Eddie led the line brilliantly. The only two, and this is the only tiny bit of negativity you're going to get from me. It's not even negativity, it's just not as positive, and the rest of the stuff I'm going to say. Maybe Martinelli, not quite at his best.
Yeah, he did have one of his better days, but, we won't...
because two of the rest of the front three fired. And actually, if maybe Saka had been more marked out the game, Martinelli would have come alive. And, Turkish made me aware of that early in the season when we were asking, well, Martinelli's playing brilliantly, but Saka's struggling. He said, well, look, you're only ever going to get really two of the front three, all firing in one game. And, in this situation, it was Saka and Nketiah. I thought Nketiah led the line brilliantly. They've just shown this celebration, Odegaard and Saka doing the dunk celebration. But
what's the significance behind the dunk?
No idea, but they're having fun.
They obviously like their basketball. But, to go back to the game, listen, in the first half, we were totally dominant. In the second half, Spurs did come back into it, and they did create some very good chances, but we held firm. I thought our game management was good overall. I thought we defended well, and I think we were more than worthy winners. And I think I'm looking at this win today, man. I'm seeing the way the team celebrated. This is significant, what we're seeing today.
I think it is.
This is significant because...
And the way they were really made sure to go and celebrate with the fans, obviously after all the madness, we'll talk about that. But, and just really enjoy the moment. You don't go to Tottenham and win that often. Even the last time we did, we were outplayed, even though we won. We haven't gone and put in a performance like that since 2008, 2009.
Yeah, as I was saying on the show I do with Curtis, the Talk is Cheap show the other day, I think the last time we've gone to Tottenham and beaten them, I think, was 2015. I think we beat them...
2014.
We beat them. I think that was in the League Cup.
Yes, you're right. Yeah.
Edu played in that game. And do you know who captained the team on that day that we beat them?
Who?
Mikel Arteta was captain.
Really?
Yeah. And then the year before that, we beat them in the Premier League, courtesy of that great goal by Thomas Rosicky after a couple of minutes. But to come back to today, man, I mean, they were, more, like I said, more than worthy winners, comfortable winners in my view. And I think there is some significance to this win today. I don't think it's just a win in the North London derby. I think you're seeing potential champions, and I think the team celebrated like that because they know that to come here and do that is no mean feat.
Yeah. Now, what they're just showing here is Ramsdale. So he kisses the Arsenal badge in front of the Tottenham fans. He was probably getting a lot of heat, and then Richarlison decides to get in his face. They're just showing this on Sky. Richarlison goes for him and then pushes him in the face. Are you going to do anything about that, FA? Just wondering.
I mean, what is Richarlison doing though? What's it got to do with him?
So Ramsdale's obviously... so the Tottenham fan actually kicked Ramsdale. Yeah. Well, he should be banned for life. The Tottenham fans celebrated that. I mean, you know... At least, you know what, that Tottenham fan showed more heart than the players, I thought, today.
That kick by the fan could have been inspired by what Richarlison done.
Well, the push in the face?
Yeah.
Well, I've got no doubt the FA will get involved. They've been getting involved very easily recently, and I've got no doubt they'll be consistent, and they'll make sure to,
I hope so.
You know, slap a fine and a ban on Richarlison.
And that fan should be banned for life, by the way, kicking out at a player like that.
Yeah, I completely agree.
For one, he's entered the area of play.
Yeah, outrageous.
And secondly, he's assaulted.
Yeah.
Because, you know, a kick is an assault. He's an assaulted. I'm sure the police will get involved in that as well. So he's, if he's a season ticket holder, that's it for him, quite rightly. And
idiot.
I hope the police pay him a visit.
Well, yeah, let's put that bit to bed, because then it did all get...
Yeah, we don't want to...
It got a little bit messy.
Yeah.
But Arsenal, you know, Arteta was very quick to pull his players away from it and throw them towards the Arsenal end. So go celebrate over there, which was brilliant. A lot of people having their say on everything. Richarlison should be fined and banned for minimum 3 games. The fan should be banned for life, agree, says Papalou. Lots of people. So yeah, Dale says man of the match for Ramsdale. And yeah, everyone having their fun. 6.6k watching. Go ahead and smash the like button and leave your comments and thoughts. And of course, you can send in your videos to discuss what you want to discuss around the game. We've got the match stats there on screen. 14 shots to Tottenham 17. But again, a lot of those Tottenham shots speculative, although they did have some decent opportunities, but Arsenal did well and Ramsdale stood firm. They had more shots on target, they had more of the ball, but again, this was more a case of Arsenal just dropping into a good shape and seeing a lot of the game out, while Spurs had some chances, having been 2-0 up.
I thought we managed the game very well. Yes, Spurs did create a lot more in the second half. We also created a few chances as well, but I thought our defending was great. As I said, and I'm being honest now, I was saying it to you throughout the stream, so I'm not being wise after the event. I didn't feel that threatened. I never really felt
I know you were saying it. I agree
that we're in danger of losing that game.
This result is huge, says Terry Nisi. Yeah, I completely agree. We'll look at the bigger picture in a sec. I just want to read this tweet from Chidi at Chidi AFC. He mentions that we spanked Brentford away, Palace away, Chelsea away, Spurs away. We scored 8 goals. We've conceded none. He's called it the Tour de Londres. That's the Tour of London, if you don't know French. And, you know, he's absolutely right. On the road, away from home, in these London games, we've been superb. But even just across, you know, we went to Wolves and won, we went to Brighton and won. Arsenal have shown that they can score goals. And it's just the shape. It's just the way they press. It's the commitment. Everyone. Odegaard, who is he's a slighter player than most. He's more about 1-2s and get the ball, but my word does he press, my word does he put a tackle in, my word does he want the ball in tight areas where he knows he's probably going to get clattered. I just thought, as the captain, and everyone was brilliant, I'm not saying he was man of the match, but as the captain, he really led, didn't he? I'm saying he's man of the match. I thought he led by example. He did all of those things that you just said, all of those aforementioned things, and then he scored a great goal as well. So and like I said, I feel a little bit indifferent to Ramsdale being given man of the match, not because I don't think he had a very good game, because he did, without a doubt. It's just that if you give him the man of the match, you are thereby implying that Spurs had a greater influence on this game than they did. Yep, I agree. Touch of Awesome with the super chat says that fan should be arrested, surely. Yeah, we did discuss that, but I thought I'd read your super chat out. Harvey says, when do we start the Ballon d'Or conversation? And he's put the Owen door with a little, forgive me, I'm not sure what the name is, when, you know, the way Odegaard's name is spelled.
Oh, I see, right.
Apologies. So please do educate me in the comment section. But clearly implying that Martin Odegaard is deserving of a Ballon d'Or. We will see. Vede says,
I'll tell you what, he's just won Player of the Month, and today's performance kind of put the seal on that, didn't he? Although he didn't get Man of the Match, but for me, he's put the seal on that. Player of the Month, and also Mikel Arteta.
Yeah,
let's not forget him, Manager of the Month. So it's a great week for him as well.
Agreed. Verdi says, what a game, amazing. The clean sheet deserves so much recognition. Bless up to you all and the AFTV crew watching from Philly. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. We really, really appreciate it. Everyone who is sending their thoughts, their comments, their videos, who's here. 8,000 of you now. It's going up every minute, here to just enjoy the win. Like I said, celebration police will be out, I've got no doubt. Oh, they're interviewing Eric Dyer. I'd love to know what he has to say about that. But you don't often win these games, and derbies are there to be enjoyed, so let's enjoy it together today. Yasavi says, Hull they had a better game in the second half. I think it means thought they had a better game in the second half. Other than Son and Sassignon chances, I can't think of anything else I was worried about. Yep, fair enough. Name says Ramsdale.
I echo the thoughts of that fan.
Yep.
Because, as I've said, although Tottenham did create a few chances in the second half, which on another day could well have gone in, who knows. Personally, I never felt threatened. I felt that even if Tottenham did score, we would go on to win. And it's not often you can say that going away to Tottenham.
I agree. Name says Ramsdale saved 2.41 XG. Madness. He had a very, very good game. But it's not just the saves, it's the commanding his area. He was superb. Real Madrid Arsenal says if Chelsea they can chase behind every player linked to Arsenal, we will keep snatching 3 points. Agreed. And you know what? Newcastle won today, United won yesterday, but it didn't matter because Arsenal did their job. And ultimately, we've opened up an 8-point gap on second place.
And you know
We're
what? One of the
8 points clear of Manchester City, people.
Absolutely. And you know what? One of the great things about this win is today is that negativity of yesterday with the Mudryk signing not happening, I think a lot of that has been erased. Okay, not for, it's still going forward, it could still rear its head. But let's face it, going into this game today, there was a lot of talk about the Mudryk signing that didn't happen. This win today and the manner of the win, the fact that we're 8 points clear.
Bigger than any signing.
It kind of, if not nullifies it, but it kind of puts it on the back burner for now, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, for sure. I mean, we're not going to be spending large parts of this show or maybe the rest of the evening and tomorrow talking about signings because we're going to be enjoying this win.
Exactly.
And we're going to look at the significance of being 8 points clear. There is a school of thought that over the long term this is only worth 3 points and a signing could be worth a whole lot more, and I understand that, but I think there's a momentum shift here, not a mentality shift here. When you come to your rivals in a derby and impose your game on them the way we did, I know they start games slowly. I know actually any person predicting could have looked at that game and gone, Tottenham will start slowly, Arsenal will get some early goals, and then if Tottenham don't show any invention when they come back to life in the second half, Arsenal will probably see it out. I think a lot of people foresaw that, and the game playing out that way. But still, to come and do this, and when we're just looking at the Saka, the Lloris own goal that comes from Saka's bit of quality. What a stupid moment from Lloris. But I think it's the way. I think it's the way Arsenal came and just asserted their game on Tottenham like they were just any other team, like it wasn't a North London derby. I'm so proud of the way the team approached today. I'm so proud of them. I'm so proud.
Yeah, I echo that. And listen, today was a very pivotal day in my opinion because, as you said, James, you've come to your rivals. You come away deserved winners. You haven't conceded a goal. You've gone 8 points clear at the top of the table. This win today is very significant indeed. You saw the way the team was celebrating and the manager was celebrating at the end of the game. It's not just, I would say, beating Spurs.
I agree.
Doing the double over Spurs. It's not just that. There was something about this win today that gives you the confidence that they can go on and achieve big things. And when I say big things, I'm talking about the title. Because
I'm starting to, Laurie, I believe we can win it.
Yeah, well,
I've got there now.
Yeah,
I said in the preview, if we won this game, I'd make us favourites in my mind. I'm believing it now.
Listen, I mean, there's still a long way to go.
Long way.
I mean, next week,
we're not even halfway yet.
Yeah, I mean, next week we've got a very big game. I actually said, James, in the week leading up to this game, that we would beat Tottenham, and I predicted that Man United would be a harder, even though we're at home, I predicted that Man United would be a harder game for us than Spurs would be today. And I think I'll be proved right, although I think we can beat United as well.
Yeah, I think we can. I hope we do.
But I definitely predicted, those of you who know me well, watch the Talk is Cheap show, you will know that I actually predicted a 2-1 win today.
Nice.
I predicted a 2-1 win because I just couldn't foresee Harry Kane not scoring, because he always scores against us. But look, he didn't even score today.
Yeah, it's true. Idris says, with a performance like that, my only disappointment about Mudryk going to Chelsea is I don't get to hear Robbie call him Mudrich as much. Tedman says, Spurs have dynamic attackers and play such boring football. Glad we're done with these losers for the season. I agree. Don't have to worry about them till August, if that's, and that might be the earliest we play. Obviously, we'll always keep an eye on what they're doing through the season. And obviously, they'll have their own things to aim for. I don't want them to win the Champions League. I don't want them to go far in the Cups. I don't want to do any of those things. But at least we've done our job for the season in terms of beating them twice.
I haven't got a lot of time for Spurs. Even though I've got some very good friends, or people who I call very good friends, who support Tottenham. But the rivalry is real. And I've got to say that the shenanigans of Richarlison at that final whistle there, I mean, he's done nothing in the game. His sole contribution is to basically wind up the fans. And I think that attack by the fan is inspired by what Richarlison done.
I mean, it's stupid of Richarlison to put his hand in Ramsdale's face.
He did it twice as well.
Yeah, but that's just ego. They couldn't deal with the fact they lost the game. And the thing that Tottenham have a lot of players like this that are sort of like wannabe tough men. Romero was reckless all day, charging into tackles, going, I didn't get anywhere near the ball. He was awful. He was absolutely awful today. Richarlison comes on, adds absolutely nothing to Spurs because they're having a few chances anyway. And then pushes Ramsdale in the face at full time. It's just like they completely lost their heads, Tottenham, especially at the end there. What some of the players,
I was going to say it's not the whole Tottenham.
And let me be fair, I know it's with the banter and rivalry and all that, but I will give some credit. I thought Doherty, Kulusevski, I thought Kane, I thought they were trying to make things happen for Tottenham and actually caused us some problems, but there were just far too many who were awful. Rye says, what a game. Lauren James, I'm a happy gooner tonight. 6 points from our fierce North London rivals this season. This result makes the losing of not getting a Mudryk better. The whole team was exceptional. Potato Man says, Spurs bad. I agree, they were bad. Wormit says, Richard Keys blamed Arsenal antics for fan violence. No way did he really. And if he actually did, I mean, who knows
Richard
anymore.
Keys seems to have this kind of vendetta against
Don't even want to give him airtime. Honestly, don't even want to give him airtime. Mohammed says, now we need some new signings. United in form, to be honest, they are. Rizwan says, so proud of the boys, the manager and the fans of this marvellous football club. Massive result. We're now 8 points clear of City. London is red. Come on, you Gunners. Now we've talked long enough. We're going to go into more details around the game, but before we do, we're going to get your thoughts. Keep sending in your videos. Let's have some fun tonight. Go on.
Pick up Arsenal Fan TV, Lee from South Africa. I cannot explain how much joy I've got seeing this team play the way they are. We can win this league. We can win this league. For the rest of the season, or for up until this point, it's always been a case for me of we could do it, but maybe we need this or maybe we need that. But no, it's 100% certain we can do this. We can do this. This is the team that we've been wanting to see for so many years as Arsenal fans, and it is such a pleasure. It is such a pleasure to see what this team is doing and what this team is becoming. And guys, what is scary to think about is this team can only get better. Our players are young, our players are fresh, and they're only getting better. This is an exciting time, guys. This is an exciting time to be an Arsenal fan. And you know what? We can do this, and we're going to do this. Have a good night, guys.
Good evening, AFTV. It's me, Ryan, from Southwest London. Tottenham 0, Arsenal 2. It's a good feeling, man. Top of the league, 8 points clear. I'm so glad we've put Tottenham in a spliff now, man. I'm just so glad that we controlled and dominated that whole first half. And yes, Lloris made a howler, but we deserved that goal, man. The link-up play, the intricate play from Saka and Odegaard, from the right to the left, with Zinchenko playing as the inverted left-back, helping in the midfield with Martinelli. We were just too much for Tottenham. Other than Kane and Song's half chances in the first half, they didn't really create much, and I don't really remember them having any clear-cut opportunities. Yes, in the second half, they stepped up, and Tottenham always like to make comebacks in the second half. But from 1 to 11, Aaron Ramsdale as well, I want to shout him out. A lot of gooners tonight. Ramsdale has got us out of trouble because there's a couple of chances where, 1 or 2 chances in the second half, I would say, where Spurs started to heap the pressure on us a bit, understandably. Their fans want a reaction, but we nullified them, man, pretty much today. Like, Eddie Nketiah did his thing as well, and listen, we deserve it, man. North London is red. It is fucking red. Come on, you Gunners. Man United next Sunday. Let's keep this going, man. Let's keep this going.
What's up, guys? Javi from the US here. What a win and what a performance, especially in that first half. One of the things that I think we did so exceptionally well today was the press. Usually when we go against back threes, it's so hard to press against them because they could just, switch the play and they break us through. And you saw certain elements of that in the first half, especially in those early minutes. But then we took the game under control and we were just able to just always keep playing in their half. And it was just fantastic. After that, it's a matter of just being professional, not overextending yourself. We defended well, defended our spaces, and Ramsdale, what a game. Came clutch when he needed to. And you know what? When you go away and face some very, very good teams, everybody on the pitch, including the goalkeeper, needs to put 10 out of 10 performances, and we did exactly that. What a way to lift our spirits, especially after not securing our signing, but we keep going, 8 points clear. We got to keep pushing, and you know what? There will be other targets. Let's not forget that we've not always gotten our first choice, and yet look where we are. Have faith. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep rolling. Come on, the Arsenal. We're going to go for the league.
Hey, AFTV, it's Michael in Boston. I've got 3 things. Ramsdale, man of the match. In the middle of the stream, the broadcaster starts saying, well, Arsenal's midfield is outnumbering Tottenham. But that's not really true. We don't outnumber them. We outplay them. We're watching the organic chemistry between Zinchenko and Partey and Xhaka up to Odegaard. We're watching that blossom in front of our very eyes. And it's such a pleasure. Number 3. If we be conquered, let men conquer us, and not these base lackey peasants, whom our fathers have in their own land beaten, bobbed, and thumped, and in record left them the heirs of shame. North London is red. Come on, you Gunners.
You guys are amazing. As you can see, it's just me. We are going to get some guests to join us in a little bit. But yeah, can you hear me if I just move myself into the middle a little bit more? Yeah, it's all coming through fine. Okay. Not where to begin. We've been going for about 20 minutes, but where to go next? I think so. Right, we break down a little bit of the game. I'm gonna go through moment to moment, starting 11s, all that. I thought. By the way, your videos were brilliant. Everyone who sent in videos, all your thoughts on the game. It's so great to see you all around the world enjoying that performance. And I can't remember, someone said, this is what we've wanted. I think it was the first guy. Apologies, I forgot your name. But, it's so true. And it's not, when I say it's what we wanted, that is not, can you go to Tottenham and just play them off the park and win 2-0, please, and go 8 points clear by January on Man City. No reasonable fan said, this is what I need from you, Mikel Arteta. It's, can you work harder than the opposition? Can you chase? Can you make it difficult? Can you be brave? Can you play smart? Don't get into the scuffles when you don't need to. Be aggressive in the tackle in the right way. Chase, work hard, and just give it your all and leave it all out there and play like Arsenal fans would if they were on that pitch. And that is what these players are giving us. I'm so proud of them because they're giving the kind of passion and effort and everything to this football club on that pitch that us as fans would give if we were on it. And that is why fans lost so much patience with certain players, and things are happening before, because forget how well we play out the back, forget how many chances we create a game. Those are all problems, and sure, we just weren't working as hard as other teams. And now Arsenal are setting the standard across the board. I honestly think we drop into a deep block better than most teams, maybe Newcastle. We definitely press better than anyone else, and we definitely move the ball and dominate midfield and create chances better than anyone else in the league. And I think we could be so proud of this team. Give the video a like if you're a Gunner, says Josh. I completely agree with that. Hit the like button if you are an Arsenal fan, and of course you'll all be here having fun with us. Pete says, hi James, can Have you have a moment's silence for the haters on Twitter? Well, look, you know, there's always going to be doubt around Arsenal, and we're not even halfway. Let's make that point. We're not even at the halfway stage. It feels like we're at the, you know, game 25, 26, but we're not there yet. However, this is looking good. This is looking very good. Wormlet says, give Michael from Boston his own show. Yeah, that'd be amazing. We'd love to try and make that happen. Emmanuel says, no Saliba, Saka yellow card, full squad for Man United, of course. Let's just hope for no injuries. Mutke says, hope Tottenham beat City next, and we beat United to make it 11 points difference at the top. But it's one game at a time. Come on, you Gunners. Go for the league. Conte is in trouble. It is the Etihad next, but that is also where he revived their season. Now, Mikel Arteta is talking to Sky, so I think we're going to get your thoughts again, the next set of videos, and then we'll hear from Mikel Arteta in a second. Let's just have a little look at what everyone else is saying on Twitter. Mr. Morty says, I've been an Arsenal fan since 2006. I've never been this proud and excited about the Arsenal team, the chemistry and future for this club. Come on, you Gunners. I echo all that. I'm so proud of the team. And we'll again, as I said, you know what, let's go to your videos, hear a little bit more, and then we're going to go and talk a little bit about the moments, kind of game by game, talk about the goals and all that. All right, let's go to some more videos now. I'm still live, aren't I? I think I'm still live. Brendan, are you there? Let's go to some videos.
Pick up Arsenal Fan TV. Leave.
That's the first set again. There we go.
What a game. That is what we've needed. That is what Arsenal have wanted, and that's what we could have done last year. But we've got to be happy with that one. Good performance today. I'm going to say the first half was definitely better than the second half. We just always looked the threat when we were attacking. Like, not every team is like that in the Prem. And I'm just so proud of the boys. And we've got United up next. We can beat United far out. We're a chance. 8 points clear now. We're a chance. You can say we're a chance. My man of the match, definitely Ramsdale today. He kept us in the game the whole time, and definitely if instead of it being 2-0 at half time and it's 2-1, then it definitely would have changed the game. So big up to him. Good saves. Definitely got heated towards the end. Hope he's alright. Didn't quite see what happened, but yeah. Big up from Australia. It's 5:37 in the morning here, so back to bed for me, and I'll watch the full-time live tomorrow morning.
Hi AFTV, congratulations to us Arsenal. We did it again. 2-0, first half game, blew them out of the waters. You know, I keep saying this. Anytime we play our game, we will beat any side. This is Mike from Dallas, Texas, United States. I am so happy. Today is going to be a good day. We did it, and we're going to take it game by game. They said we shouldn't celebrate when we win, so this is me not celebrating. Oh, damn it, I got to celebrate because we won. 8 points clear of the league. Congratulations, Arsenal. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Hey, all Arsenal fans, this is Charles from London. You can see me smiling. We don't need Modric. We do not need him. We are better without him. We will get someone better. Our boys are doing it. We're so happy we beat Tottenham at White Hart Lane. Wow. 2-0. Yeah. Arteta magic. Arteta and the boys. We go on, you put a smile in our face, regardless of what Modric did to us yesterday. Today, you put a smile in our face. So we forget Modric and we move on. Thanks, folks. Thanks, man. Great game.
Up to AFTV, it's Jay from Malaysia. It's been so long since I made a fan cam. But we won! We fucking won! I can't even fucking scream in my own house because there's fucking neighbors around here sleeping. It's fucking 2:30 in the morning. And I still am awake because this is my club. This is my club, mate. We won. We never even let fucking Spurs come inside. You know, they didn't even fucking score. As for the flaws, Romero, Richarlison, they're both idiots. I don't know why they didn't get sent off. Craig Pawson is an a-hole. Yeah, but never mind. We won. We have Captain Fantastic Martin Odegaard and Flippy Fish Fingers Hugo Lloris, who let Saka score. On we go. We're coming for you, United. Come on, you Gunners. Let's go.
Great to get your thoughts and feelings, everyone, and keep sending in your videos. Just on that last one, I love everyone who's sending in their videos, but I actually didn't think Craig Pawson had that bad a game. I mean, Romero should have been sent off. There's no doubt about that. But otherwise, I thought actually got a lot of the big decisions right. You got to think Partey wasn't booked for that handball early on. You recognise that, you know, he didn't exactly move his arm to the ball. And I think he got a lot of those decisions right. And he didn't really kind of fall for the antics. You know, Kane, when he's sort of running into players trying to win fouls, you know, he was on that. So I'm going to give Craig Pawson some credit. And, you know, we're very quick to criticise the referees when they're not good. I thought he was good. That's my thoughts anyway. Mark says, Mudryk who? He asked. Well, interesting you say that because I was just listening to the the interview on Sky after the game that Arteta was involved in. And, you know, Jeff Shreves really pushed him on it. Said, you missed out on a big target. You know, you're disappointed. What next? And Arteta kept saying, look, tonight, we'll worry about that tomorrow. Tonight, I'm just thinking about the game. I'm proud of what happened, blah, blah. And then he pushed him even more, Jeff Shreves, and said, you know, but, you know, it's a long season. We're not even halfway through. Surely, you know, you might need reinforcements. And Arteta came back with, we're always trying to improve the team. You know, we'll work together. I have their backing, they have mine. And he's talking about the team, Edu and everyone. And that we'll see what we do. So Arsenal, you know, another roll of the dice. We'll see what else they can do in the transfer window, but I'm not going to focus on that. We talked a lot about it before the game. And it's just interesting. He was really pushed on that, but Arteta in great spirits, as you would imagine, at full time. Lee says, big up, James. It was me in the first video. Lee, thank you so much. But yes, we've been waiting for this for years. A team with purpose and strength and character. We can do this, guys. Something is different this season. I agree. They were just showing on Sky as well, where teams have finished when they've had this many points after so many games. I mean, it is early. I think Chelsea, who had maybe a point or two less at this stage of the season, won it, and then every other team bar Liverpool have won it when they've had these points or more by this stage of a season. So let's see. Ibrahim says, James, I've got a question giving we have one today. Do you think we'll win the title? Sorry, I was reading that badly. I think we're favourites. I think we're favourites for the title, yes. Ramsdale says, the Spurs fans gave me... sorry, let me add some context. I just flew into that comment. Ramsdale obviously had the whole incident. We talked about it earlier in this stream with the fan and everything else, but he's explained on Sky what happened. He says, the Spurs fans gave me some throughout the game. I was giving some back. The people I did give it to greeted it sportsmanlike, but one fan tried to give me a little punch on the back. It is a shame, as it's just a game of football at the end of the day. Both sets of players tried to bring me away, but thankfully nothing too drastic happened. It is a sour taste, but I'm sure we will enjoy it when we go back into the dressing room. So yeah, I think he's answered that really well, Ramsdale. He's clearly saying, look, there's some back and forth between him and the Spurs fans, and that's fine. We want that in the game. Fair play to the Spurs fans trying to make it difficult and you know, torrid for him. He gave it back, absolutely fine. But of course, when you see the scenes we saw at the end there, it goes too far. Richarlison and especially that first Spurs fan need to be addressed away from this. Ibrahim says, thank you, James, you're the best. Thank you, Rim. No, you're the best for commenting and everyone who's getting involved. I appreciate it a lot. Culture says, James, this is what happens when Arsenal fans trust the process, back the team. Look, you know, a lot of fans have shown belief, a lot of fans, but I understood, I had doubts at one point. I understand that, and who knew that one summer would transform the team this much, but it really has come a long, long way. Let's talk about some of the main incidences in that game. We start with Arsenal starting on the front foot, dominating as we expected, and Eddie Nketiah had that shot. I don't know if you remember, it kind of made its way across goal, and suddenly Eddie Nketiah is in loads of space to have a go at Lloris. Lloris makes a good save, and you're thinking, Tottenham aren't going to give away a lot of chances. Can we afford to have missed that one? But I can't remember. I think Son had a chance. Was it 1-0? Was it 1-0 when Son had that effort where Sessegnon plays a really nice reserve pass, actually, and Son's running in, and Ramsdale makes a good save? That's a big moment. Whether it's 0-0 or 1-0 to Arsenal at that point, it could have been a momentum shifter, and Arsenal got through that first half almost flawlessly, and that is a big moment. Ramsdale was going to have his moments for sure in that game, and he did, and he stepped up. Now, Arsenal, I can't remember again whether they won it up or not, but that first goal comes from Saka, and again, I cannot wait for tactical insight, people. I really can't, because what you see with that first goal is how much space Thomas Partey is allowed to have. If you're a Spurs fan, you must be furious. Spurs fans, if you're in the chat, let me know. You must be absolutely livid. There's one thing about Arsenal that we've learned from the last year, maybe 2 years, is that if Partey plays, it's very difficult to stop Arsenal. They let him have all the ball. They allowed him to just get on the ball, him and Zinchenko, play passes, pick passes, short into Xhaka, short into Odegaard, 1-2s with the back four, playing their way forward, and then just a ball over the top to Saka like it was nothing. And of course Saka's then one-on-one, and he's running at the defence. Now, there's a slight deflection. Lloris should do a lot better. He just dropped it in his own net. But come on. It all comes from Tottenham letting Partey play, and I can't believe they let it happen. Are we allowed to celebrate, says Kadri? Of course we are. I think James is drunk, says Vans. I don't know at this point. I'm just so happy. Tom says, James, don't give rivals tips. I'm not giving any tips. This is so obvious. How Antonio Conte didn't set the team up to stop Partey and Zinchenko playing, and I thought they would. I thought they'd match up nicely because of the 2-3-5 or 3-2-5 formation that Arsenal get in. I thought they'd be able to match us better, and they didn't. They just dropped into a shape and invited Arsenal to do whatever they want. that Odegaard goal, they're stepping off, they're allowing him to shoot. He had a shot, he tested Lloris for that exact same strike to Lloris's left-hand side about 5 minutes before. Chill, James, says Fortis Gunner. No, I'm not, you know what it is, right? I'm not even sort of going over the top here with the celebrations. I just can't believe Spurs let Thomas Partey and Arsenal dictate the game the way they did, and as you saw in the second half, pressed us and actually caused a few issues. But that first goal, what's Lloris doing? Saka just gets the ball, and he's just, what I love about Saka, he doesn't get enough credit for this, is he's so happy to go left or right. Sorry, Sam here says James always gives tips away. No, I said this going into the game, and Tottenham did nothing about it. No, trust me, no professional coach is watching my thoughts going into games. Don't you worry about that. But Harvey's laughing because it's so true. Harvey, do you want to join? Yeah, why not? Come on, Harv. Come on. I'm on my own. Come and join. Big round of applause for Harvey. He's joining us, everybody.
Guys, just coming off the bench.
Come have some fun.
Oh, you know what? I'd love to. This is great, man.
Are we not over the moon? Are we not? Help me, because I'm on a rant and everyone thinks I'm giving tips away. How did they not stop Thomas Partey? How did they give him the length of the field to shoot when he wanted, play the ball in behind to Saka when he wanted?
That? He's got a thing about taking that shot against Spurs.
That is an unreal strike. He's so unfortunate. Really but seriously, could you believe? Okay, let me ask this. I'm going to ask you to weight it. No
pressure.
Percentage-wise, how much of that first half dominance was Arsenal just totally controlling Spurs and being brilliant, or Spurs being awful?
Well, listen, I'll tell you one thing. Thanks to our friends at Opta, we've got this great tool that shows us kind of the average positions.
Oh, yeah.
That shows you where the players were in the first half. And I looked at half-time and had a look at that. Every single Spurs player was in their half, on average in that half.
True.
Which just goes to show how good we were.
Yeah.
I would say the fact that both of our goals came in the first half, and the fact that Tottenham were clearly sitting back that first half, because their average positions were all in their own half.
Yeah.
I think we were pretty good in the first half.
Oh, we were superb.
And it was more us being great than them being not.
I agree, but they didn't chase us. I mean,
no,
they showed more fight at full time than they did through the night. I couldn't believe it. I thought the one thing
Great tweet. And I don't want to make too much light of it, but the kick on Ramsdale, he said it's the only attack, the only like shot on target on Ramsdale all game, or something like that.
Yeah,
which is great.
But we've got here. Giuseppe says, shout out to a tweet by Josh Holland. He says he loves Arteta running and dragging the players from conflict to go and celebrate the travelling fans,
he did a
and
full
his work
180,
is underrated. Yeah,
full 180, grabbed him back and came straight back. Listen, Arsenal were fantastic. Second half, we weren't as good as we were in the first half, but we didn't concede a goal in the second half.
We were resilient as well.
So what difference? Do you know what I mean? Like, there's always going to be, people always say, I think you even said, Tottenham were always better in the second half.
Yeah.
So if that was their better in the second half and they didn't score, then how good were we?
Mr. Morty says Odegaard is better than Prime Ozil. Look, Prime Ozil was an unreal footballer.
He's on the way.
Unreal. But let me say one thing right now about Martin
certainly
Odegaard.
On the way.
That he has achieved that Mesut Ozil never achieved in an Arsenal shirt. And that is leaving it all out there on a field when it gets tough. When it's like, okay, Spurs have some chances here. We're away from home. This is a big atmosphere. This is a lot of pressure. This is a big game. City have lost. We have a serious opportunity here. And Odegaard absolutely ran part of that first half with Partey and Zinchenko as well. And I think, already he has done something by turning up to Stamford Bridge, turning up to all these, big games away from home, and giving it his all. From a work ethic, from a technical perspective, he's been immense, and I don't think we got enough of that from Ozil. A couple FA Cup finals and some other moments where, yes, Ozil for sure had spells where he was unreal for us, and I think it's too early to say Odegaard's got to where Ozil was in terms of what he's achieved in the game.
Well, surely he's certainly on his way. That's all I'll say.
Yeah.
He's certainly on his way.
But yeah, he is. And he's the captain. What a captain's performance. Al Nindo says, Martin, Granit or Thomas, if you had to drop one.
Don't need to, so we won't.
Yeah, fair enough. Good answer. Good answer. All right, you know what we're going to do? We're going to keep Harvey for a little bit longer. We're going to hear Antonio Conte's press conference or post-match interview, and we're going to get your thoughts in the video. So let's get to you now.
Have we...
AFTV, how you doing? Steven from Pennsylvania here. Fortunately, my little man Alexander is out at practice, so he can't be here with me. But what a big win. This is a perfect tonic for the Mudryk disappointment. Let's trust in the process, guys. And sometimes that means that we're not going to get the signings which we as fans believe there. This is an excellent performance by the Gunners. They totally dominated that game. Thomas Partey was amazing. Edin Nketiah was amazing. The whole team was just up for it and never let the occasion take over them. I think for us as fans, we get, probably from all the losses that we've had over the years, we have this doubt, and that's why news like that of Mudryk not signing with us will make us think that we're not as good as what we are. But this is the real deal. I'm a firm believer. I think we're going to do this. Come on, you Gunners!
What up, AFTV? This is Theo from Atlanta, Georgia. Wow, North London is red. Up to the build up to this game, I was like, we needed to get the maximum points, after the Mudryk disappointment. We are 8 points clear. I think 14 points clear of Tottenham, and we got the job done. Next game, Manchester United, I think. Let us keep going game by game. The guys did well today, right from the back line to the forwards. We were compact where we needed to defend, and offensively, especially in the first half, we were deadly. It was all about managing the game in the second half. We did that quite okay for some few chances that Tottenham had. which is expected because they are actually 2 goals down and they needed to get something from it. Let's keep pushing, we get some players in, to keep pushing for the title charge. And who knows what's going to happen at the end of the season. Big up to the AFTV crew. Come on, you Gunners.
Hello, all. Congratulations, all Gunners. Yes, Daddy, we made it. 2-0 in Tottenham, White Hart Lane. Finally, we break the deadlock. Well, we are from Belgium. We are celebrating our victory today. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Arsenal, keep up the good work. We are taking that trophy. I'm so convinced after Newcastle, we are so convinced that that trophy is coming to Emirates Stadium. So guys, what do you say? Come on, you Gunners!
Come on, you Gunners!
What's going on, AFTV? Dini is here. What color is North London? What color is North London? Blood clot red. You see me? Come on, you Gunners. 2-0 to the Arsenal. Top of the league. 8 points clear of who? City. 14 clear of Tottenham. Bring on United next week. Oh, I am in dreamland right now. What? North London double. That's the first time we've done that in forever. Ooh, I feel good. I feel so good. And what, Richarlison is just trying to throw his toys out the pram and crying and that. Like, cuz, we're top of the league, second. Hey, yo, Modric, you see that? Yeah, you owe that. Stay in your local 10th place team. You stay there. We'll stay where we are. Come on, you Gunners. Let's bring on United next week.
Wow, so much to take in there, from all your amazing videos to Antonio's interview to Richard Keys blame Arteta for what happened after the game.
I know, I don't understand.
I said I wasn't giving any airtime. I'm not going to, but oh my word. I mean, he's so rattled.
Yeah, just looking at the league table, we're 8 points clear. Like, it is what it is. People can say what they want.
He is an embarrassment. Anyway, I'm not doing it. Right, let's talk about, because you just made a point there that we don't want to forget we don't want to forget that while we've come so far, you can always get better.
Yeah, of course.
And there's opportunities for Arsenal. Arteta was asked about it.
Listen, on that, I had a friend who's a Tottenham fan who messaged me before and said, there is so much room for improvement for Arsenal, and that's after you just absolutely demolished us. That's what he said. So the fact that, even a Tottenham fan is being gracious enough to admit that Arsenal were great, even says that there is some improvement in there. And I think the last guy mentioned Mudryk, and of course that's done and dusted to Chelsea, which is unfortunate, but it's not to be. It's not to be. Chin up. See who's next, but we do need someone.
Yeah,
we do need someone.
I do agree. Ibu Super Chat says we are seeing Ramsdale level up before our very eyes. Zinchenko, good God, last ditch defending leaders at the back. Eddie's work rate just ... Come on, you Gunners. And I hear that. I think you're right. I said I didn't want to speak too much about the whole transfer situation because
it's important to mention.
Yeah, because Arteta was asked about it, because there is a degree of how do I put it? People use the word PTSD from what happened last January, which is that don't let injuries come in and then suddenly it feels like the drop off is going to be massive. So we definitely need 1 or 2 reinforcements. I'd look at 2. We're linked with the right back as well.
Yeah.
So you still thinking midfielder and forward? And could you see where a midfielder and forward can come on from the bench, and then Jesus returns, then you got Vieira and Smith Rowe, and suddenly there's a call there you can rely on.
I'm not going to say it's lucky, but I think it's almost fortunate that the Jesus injury came before January.
Sure.
But I only think that if we address it. Do you know what I mean? The fact that there's an injury, there's the fact that we know the kind of player that we need to bring in to cover for that injured player. It's lucky that happened now and not the 1st of February. Do you know what I mean? So we've got that chance, but that means we have to bring someone in. So
I want to ask you about the second half and you know, Arsenal did have to weather a little, I wouldn't call it storm, but there were moments from Spurs. Let's be real, you know. There's a couple good saves from Ramsdale. Sessegnon had a good opportunity. Son and Kane had their chances in the game as well. So it wasn't without Spurs' chances in that game. But is the most... Oh, they're just looking at money spent, by the way, between Tottenham and Arsenal.
Since May 2022.
Since May 2022.
There are...
Spurs have spent more.
50.5 million.
They've spent 50.5 million more than Arsenal. That does make me smile. What I was going to say, sorry, is was that Arsenal, was it nerves kicking in? Was it Spurs showing their quality? Because they do have some quality players, let's be honest. Was it Arsenal getting a little bit lazy at the back?
I don't know if it's laziness. I think it was more just a bit fatigue, maybe. They went really hard in that first half. They had, I don't know the exact stats, I need to look at it, but they had a lot of the ball.
Yeah.
They really were driving down those wings, keeping the, you know, Zinchenko, you know, one that was coming in and out the whole time. I can't wait to look at his heat map.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, so I think the first half they just really went for it. And I mean, they got the 2 goals. They were then able to not necessarily sit, but hold off Tottenham. And it wasn't like Tottenham peppered us in the second half. No, not at all. They were just a little bit better than they were in the first half. So I think we just managed to hold them off. We managed to retain our lead and our clean sheet. And I don't want the fact that Ramsdale got man of the match to make it look like, oh, he saved us. No, he just made some good saves.
Yeah.
Kept a clean sheet, but it wasn't, you know, it wasn't like our defence was leaky and that's why he did well.
Agreed. I'm just seeing a clip here of Conte and Xhaka having a little bit of back and forth. Not sure what that was about, but I felt Xhaka and all the players stayed on the right side the whole way through.
Yeah.
You know, they were able to just make sure that they weren't going to be bullied by Tottenham whilst not getting into anything unnecessary. And I felt that's what we got wrong in the derby when we lost 3-0 last season, was getting involved in really unnecessary things. But let's give some credit to Mikel Arteta here, okay? Arsenal actually approached this game in the very same way they approached the last one. If you look at how many times Saliba and Son were in the one-on-one battle, it's just the quality's leveled up. So what you've got is the game plan working. But Arteta, I think, you know, from what he did last May, has basically gone, it's not going to change. Tomiyasu, the left back in that game, Zinchenko in this game, still going to invert, still going to come inside. We're still going to go man for man, but this time we're going to win our duels.
Yeah.
And that was huge.
I agree.
Was huge.
That's great.
All right, well, I think we've got some more clips and we've got some other people who are going to
definitely
get their thoughts as well on full time. How long have we been going? 52 minutes. All right, we'll get a few more thoughts. We'll get some videos playing. We'll end and round off with some other thoughts just to round it up. Arsenal have won the North London derby, people. Listen, let's enjoy it for a little bit longer. Big thanks, Harvey.
Nice one,
let's
James.
go back to your...
Up the Gunners.
Let's go back to your clips, everyone.
Anyone found expressions?
Fan TV. Benji is back again. Yo, we sat them boys down at their house. What were they gonna do? They couldn't do nothing. Them boys were solid the entire game. Saliba, bro, Kane had nothing. I swore they were gonna get a penalty somewhere. They didn't. They held it. We need to just go take this game here, go into the next one, and then are you kidding me, guys? It's time. It's our year. There is no way. Nothing is stopping us. Nothing is stopping. Odegaard, this man is growing and growing and growing. And Eddie, who's doubting Eddie? Who's doubting Eddie? Come on. Give that man some game time. That's all he needed. And this boy was controlling every... Towards the end, he was getting tired. I was feeling a little sorry for the guy, but because he's the backup. Ain't no backup for him. It's crazy. Oh, man, when Gabriel Jesus comes back, it's going to be sweet. We're getting this damn league this year, guys. I can taste it. Oh, yeah. Peace.
Yo, it's your boy Icy Jones, Northwest London. All I'm going to say is... from the first half, clean their clot. What do you think of Tottenham?
Shit.
What do you think of shit?
Tottenham.
Thank you.
That's all right.
We ate Tottenham. And hear what, yeah? Don Robbie himself. I'm even going to put a picture up of what Don Robbie said himself, yeah? We round it up like a good Jamaican spliff and burn up Tottenham to blow. What do you mean? Boo, boo, boo.
AFTV, this is Dave from Malaysia. North London is red indefinitely. I mean, what a brilliant performance by the boys. The chance of going 8 points clear, playing at a ground where we haven't won before. The pressure was definitely on us, but from the get-go, the boys were absolutely brilliant. I mean, the first half, we dominated Tottenham off the park, got the 2 goals, could have scored more, in fact. In the second half, Spurs did came at us a little bit, but everything sent in the box were dealt brilliantly by the defense and also Aaron Ramsdale. And I don't remember them having any clear-cut chances, to be fair. So overall, a fantastic win. And I have to mention that the key component that we had today that we did not have our last visit to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium was Thomas Partey. For me, he was my man of the match. I thought he really bossed and controlled that midfield, and the first goal came from him. So overall, I thought that just shows the impact that he has in our team. I just hope he stays fit for the season, because I don't think anyone can replace what he does in the team. Nonetheless, a fantastic win. Another big game coming up next week. One game at a time, we move.
Hey, Patrick, are you happy? You're in 10th place. We just killed Tottenham and we'll smack Chelsea in the face. Come on, you Gunners! Roman, Ukrainian guy in Mexico. What an amazing football we're playing. Sorry for the shit quality, my phone is bad. I'm saying it now, we're going to win the league. Sorry, Arteta, for speaking badly about you last season. You proved me wrong, you proved a lot of people wrong. Now just sign some players. Come on, you Gunners.
I mean, fair play, writing songs. I love it. Yeah, it wasn't the best camera quality, but the song was great. So thank you, and thank you to everyone who's been sending in their videos. I just had to quickly re-listen to that Richard Keys stuff. I mean, you know what, the less said, the better. Do you know what? Don't let him ruin your day. Do not. And I'm probably guilty of that. He's not ruining my day at all. But my word. Yeah, like I said, enough said. Right. Oh, that's nice. I've just seen a photo. Rob Holding with the Arsenal team hosting. Sorry. They posted a picture saying, "We're all with you, Beth Mead. Thinking of you, Beth." I believe she lost someone in her family. Which is incredibly sad, and it's amazing to see the Arsenal men's team showing some unity there for an absolutely fantastic Arsenal player, Beth Mead. So brilliant to see that. We're going to round it off there, everyone. We're going to round it off. Arsenal have won the North London derby. Arsenal have gone 8 points clear of Manchester City in the race for the title. Arsenal have only just played their 18th game of the season, though. There is a lot of football still to be played. Okay, so Ibby's just confirming that apparently she lost her mother to cancer. I did. Yeah, she's actually posted about that, so that's amazing to see. I mean, thoughts and prayers go out to Beth Mead, bless her heart. But yes, Arsenal have won the North London derby, 8 points clear. We can dream, can't we? Can't we? Can't we dream? Surely now. I mean, the way City are playing, the way Arsenal are playing, what Arsenal have done going to the Bridge, going to Tottenham as well. They don't have a stadium name yet. Going to places where we struggled last season, Brentford, Palace, Brighton, and again here, and just turning things around. Lots of really nice words coming in for Beth Mead. Really sweet of you all, and fantastic that the Arsenal team showed some real unity and sent their prayers to her. That's fantastic. All right, we'll leave it there. Thank you to everyone who sent in their videos. Well done, Arsenal. A massive, massive win. It's only worth 3 points. Doesn't matter who you beat in the league. It's only worth 3 points. But mentally, this could mean so much more for Arsenal. And I'm starting to believe, aren't you? We'll leave it there. Big thanks. Catch you next time.